What is up, boys and gals? How the fuck are you all doing? This is episode 7 of YouTube is Cringe, where we take a look at some of the cringiest YouTubers to ever existed or currently exist on the platform. And boy oh boy, do I have a very special video planned for you all, because this episode is not like any of the previous 6 episodes I put out so far. No. This video is personal, and probably the pettiest fucking thing I've done in a long time, because this video has taken almost 4 months worth of full-blown research, deep diving for hours a day into one person's content, and it all started because of a dumbass that left a comment on one of my videos. What did all of you do to him? That's right, boys and gals. Today, we are doing the deepest of dives into the content creator known as snowwhitelivesagain. And when I say content creator, I use that term very fucking loosely, because this dumbass is by no means a real content creator like the other people I've talked about in this series, and is known mostly online by many communities as a troll. Hey snowwhitelivesagain, if I were you, I'd be shaking, because I'm about to roast the ever-living fuck out of you. Now look, there is something very obviously mentally wrong with this person, as you'll soon see for yourself, but that doesn't excuse the fact that 90% of this dude's day is spent harassing random creators online. And because I don't give a flying fuck like the other people he's harassed, I am going to give this pathetic individual a taste of his own medicine. Let's start from the beginning. If you follow me on Instagram, you might actually remember me posting about this dumbass to my story. But for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to try and sum up our entire interaction as quick as possible, because it's really not that long. On my video titled YouTube is Cringe, Who is Elliot Roger, snowwhitelivesagain left a comment asking, what did all of you do to him? To which I responded by saying I was confused by what he was talking about, while also trying to be friendly, because I didn't think his comment was him being malicious. But then after doing a quick Google search, I responded by saying I'm pretty sure he was trolling me when he referred to me as all of you, and that I thought his comment was hilarious. Now, for those of you who have no fucking clue who all of you is, he's an internet personality that created Operation Jukebox, which was an online sting operation like To Catch a Predator, until he faced his own allegations that included scamming donors, fabricating evidence, and illegal sexual interactions. What do all of you and I have in common, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you, boys and gals. We're both Hispanic, and we share the same first name. Yep, that's right. This dumbass watched my video and mistook me for a Hispanic, all because we share the same first name, even though we look nothing alike. snowwhitelivesagain responded by saying, whatever, don't care, I'm done. I responded by basically saying the same information I just explained to you all about who all of you is, while stating the fact he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about, how Google Images works, and I sarcastically called him a comedian. He responded by saying, cool story, I move on. You keep pretending I'm troll. I don't care. Okay, won't read rest of your comment cause it's trash. You done now. Which, can I just say for a second, this guy is really fucking stupid. Do you see how he types? There is no capital letters, punctuation is non-existent, and his comebacks are him just reiterating the fact that he doesn't care. I mean, shit. If your goal was to shut me up, the least you can do is come up with something a little more clever than, your comment is trash. You done now. He could have called me fat, he could have called me ugly, he could have made fun of the way I talk. The possibilities are fucking endless. But no. This bitch decided to use the kind of insults you hear on the playground in elementary school, and he looks like someone who hangs out at the playground even though he's not allowed within 100 feet of a school building. Now, I'm not calling him a pedophile per se, but the name snowwhitelivesagain, it's not really helping with the speculation. Anyway, some more words were exchanged. He blocked me from being able to notify him with my responses. I told him I shouldn't have assumed he knew how to read, and then a bunch of people started to make fun of him. Listen, I 100% agree and understand that some people might be thinking, why would I even entertain this person? And to answer your question, it's pretty simple. I'm petty. And it's very easy to make fun of some dumbass that thinks they're hot shit, but has the academic level of some retard that struggles to answer the questions when watching reruns of Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? I'm no stranger to receiving death threats and hateful messages from strangers online because I say a lot of offensive shit that pisses them off. But even when people are telling me that I should kill myself or that my life isn't worth living, I don't block them. I let them say whatever the fuck they want because I don't care. However, what does bother me is when some asshole insinuates I'm a pedophile with no factual evidence, doubles down like a gigantic pussy when I call him out, pretends not to care about valid criticism, blocks me from responding, and then posts the shittiest commentary videos I've ever seen in my goddamn life, where he's basically just shit posting, calling these people pedophiles or stupid with no evidence at all because they were mean to him. At least when I call him a pedophile, it's mostly for comedic purposes. I don't know if you're aware of this, Mr. Snow White Lives Again, but despite your videos getting next to no views, it's still considered defamation because you're talking out of your ass. Specifically, the content creator, Jared Juggernaut Fitness, where as of the time I'm recording this video, you have over 170 videos dedicated to false allegations and borderline harassment. You know what would be funny? If I reached out to his mortal enemy, Jared Juggernaut. You know, maybe make a post on Twitter, slide in his DMs, talk a little shit, and get his opinion on Snow White Lives Again's psychotic behavior. Like, it wouldn't just be petty, it would be extremely mean, because it's so obvious that this Humpty Dumpty looking motherfucker is so madly in love with Jared, and he'd probably just cream his Scooby-Doo bedsheets if he ever found out that Jared was aware of his existence. If you would like to support Jared, because holy shit, this man does not deserve the kind of harassment he's getting from this fucking stalker, a link to his YouTube channel will be in the description below. Now that we're all caught up to speed behind the lore that is Snow White Lives Again, let's actually take a look at some of the videos that he's produced and posted on his channel. Specifically, my favorite video, impressing the babes with some heavy lifting.
I haven't done that for a while, and I'm about to upload it. Oh, I promise to lift some weights, guys. I'm recording now. I'm recording.
I know what you're thinking. What the fuck did he just say? Don't worry, I'll be adding captions, as well as some funny ones, anytime I have no idea what the fuck he's actually saying. Because this creep sounds like a hooker that's got a dick covered in peanut butter shoved in the back of his throat. Sure, it might feel good in the moment, but you're not going to be able to understand what the fuck she's saying, and it's going to be another 20 minutes before you are able to understand her reciting her ABCs in a coherent manner. And I don't know which is worse. The camera he's using that looks like it was used to film the Blair Witch Project, his speech impediment that makes him sound like fucking Porky Pig at the beginning of a Looney Tunes cartoon, or the light's reflection just beaming off his fucking forehead. Look at this shit. This video was exported in 480p, and the light beaming from his massive fucking chrome dome is so goddamn bright, I thought I heard the voice of God telling me everything was gonna be alright and I should just come into the light.
That's all, folks.
Lifting some weights. Just like Jared, baby weights. Man. Pressing girls from girls. Oh. You know, that bicep's gonna grow. Okay. It's heavy weight, man. How can I do this?
Man, I don't know how you do it either. Seriously, I would have offed myself a long time ago if I woke up every single day pretending that my pencil sharpeners are dumbbells and struggling to do arm curls like a weak, pathetic man who has never touched a woman's breast before. That might have been a bit too far. What I meant to say was, there is no way in hell this man has touched a woman's breast before consensually. Homeboy's giving off that energy of someone whose only experience with tits is being breastfed as a baby, but still, weirdly enough, thinks about it every so often when he's dry humping the corner of his parents' couch.
Oh man, I'm showing those simps.
Yeah, you really showed the simps with this one. I almost couldn't contain myself from busting a nut so depressing it would have left me with carpal tunnel after beating my dick as if it were a prostitute that owed me money.
Heavy lifting, man. Oh, gotta get strong. Gonna lose some weight. Okay, I think that's done for lifting for a day.
Did this bitch really just say that was enough lifting for today? How the fuck are you gonna break a sweat doing arm curls with pencil sharpeners that are not even 0.7 ounces? Now I'm not just concerned for this Uncle Fester looking motherfucker's mental health, but now I'm concerned for his physical health. Because even a newborn baby that just popped out its mother's pussy could lift that much weight without breaking a sweat. Oh, you thought we were done? Au contraire, mon ami. No. That was just the appetizer. Let's take a look at the next video titled, "The Demon Had a Karma for Telling Lies About Me."
Am I on? I'm gonna, try to make this show in my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind you all that this Russian Kevin Malone looking dumbass had the balls to tell me my content is trash. Meanwhile, it's taken 19 seconds for the great fucking pumpkin to start his video saying God only knows what the fuck he actually said, adjusting his settings and making sure his camera's on. I don't know about you boys and gals, but I can't recall of a time in the 5 years I've been making content on YouTube where I left 19 seconds worth of footage adjusting my settings that could have very easily been edited out of the video, and wearing a t-shirt that has the most fucked up stain I've ever seen in my goddamn life. The logical answer is it's sweat, because Lord knows his chunky ass was probably struggling walking down the flight of stairs in his parents' basement, but it's also weirdly enough in a spot that looks like he was drooling at the mouth, like one of those fucking non-verbal disabled people that need the electric scooters to move around. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
So apparently the demon's brother has a channel called Snow White Likes Poop, which is bullshit lie, and where he says it's the same lies that the demon did, that I'm, buddies with Moon Kingdom. There's no proof that I like poop. I don't like poop.
Now, Your Honor, if I may approach the bench, I might not be the best defense lawyer in the business, but if I know one thing, it's this. If you have to defend yourself about not liking poop and make an entire video about not liking poop, well, chances are that motherfucker enjoys partaking in the backdoor brownie buffet. I do declare. If you were confused by that joke and have no idea what a backdoor brownie buffet is, allow me to explain. The back door is an innuendo for this man's ginormous asshole. The brownie symbolizes his shit, and a buffet is a place you can go and get all you can eat. The implication? Our new friend, Snow White Lives Again, enjoys eating shit as if he were at a buffet.
But that's not important. This pussy's channel doesn't have any videos of what a comedy post because he's a pussy as bitches like his brother is.
I disagree. I'm really struggling to understand what the fuck this massive traffic cone is saying 95% of the time, because he sounds like a pedophile trying to explain why age of consent laws are complicated. But the one thing I know I definitely heard for sure is, but that is not important. And I would argue, yeah, I think it's pretty fucking important. In fact, I want to hear in a clear, coherent rebuttal if whether or not Snow White Lives Again eats shit. because I would believe Logan Paul didn't actually mean to film a dead body in the suicide forest and then post that video before I believed Lord of the Onion Rings doesn't eat shit on a daily basis and likes it.
His brother apparently, the demon had a seizure and he's, hasn't woken up and he's in, hospital. I'm not gonna wish the demon to die. I'm not gonna hope him to die. I'm not gonna care if he pulls through or not. If he dies, he dies. I don't give a fuck.
Did this motherfucker really just scratch his nose using 3 fingers and then wipe his forehead? I need to see that shit again, but this time in slow motion.
If he dies, he dies. I don't give a fuck.
Ew, dog, you nasty. Also, who the fuck is Demon? I genuinely spent 3 months watching every single one of this dude's videos, and I still have no clue who the fuck Demon is or who he's referring to in this video. Who the fuck had the seizure? The demon or his brother? I can't understand more than 3 fucking words Snackosaurus Rex is saying when he sounds like a ventriloquist dummy attempting to give sex advice to a room full of stuffed animals. Hello boys and gals, my name is Bubbles, and today I'm going to tell you all about what happens when a mommy and a daddy who don't actually love each other try to save a broken marriage by having sex. Now, who can tell me what happens when a daddy sticks his disco stick in a woman's pussy pocket?
I'm a sick fuck, I'm inappropriate. I like hearing stories, I like that hoe shit.
Not quite, Mr. Kanye West Bear. The daddy blows his hot sticky load in the mommy's velvet vortex, and in 9 months, a baby is born. Will their relationship last? Who knows? But one thing is for certain. There's a 50-50 chance the baby will either come out a mistake or a little blessing in disguise. This joke is more entertaining and has more effort in it than any video Snow White Lives Again has ever made. And I'm literally just sitting here playing with fucking toys as if I was Ryan's toy review in 10 years when he creates an OnlyFans because his career inevitably hits the fucking fence.
They never wants to prove that like poop or whatever, kind of ditch or whatever. So yeah, I give no fuck about what happens to him. I don't give a fuck about the team. I don't give a fuck about his friends. I don't give a fuck about his brother. I don't give a fuck about his family. If this video actually pisses some people off, I don't give a fuck.
With all due respect, Snow White Lives Again, I highly doubt people are pissed off that you say you don't give a fuck if the demon, his family, or his friends die. I think they're more upset over the fact that they wouldn't be able to tell you and a registered sex offender working at Home Depot apart from each other.
So yeah, that's the update. I'm uploading a new movie maker now, so I don't know if I can upload this video, so I guess maybe I can, maybe I can't. I see you when I see you, so later.
I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. It's really not that hard to make fun of this guy, and he's making my job extremely easy. The problem I have now is, do I make fun of his stutter, or the fact that his #1 rebuttal when anybody criticizes him is that their content is trash, and yet this motherfucker is using Movie Maker to create commentary videos. Also, how the fuck does he still have Movie Maker in 2025 when Microsoft discontinued that shit in 2017? That would mean this dude's computer is so old, it still thinks the Great Depression is groundbreaking news, and it runs solely on the fact that he has a group of small Chinese children living in his basement who throw coal into the CPU box as if it was a fucking factory furnace. Boys and gals, it saddens me to say this because I'm having a lot of fun, but unfortunately, we're on our last video, which is titled Debunking Nausicaa's Lies That I'm in an Insane Asylum. And look, I'm going to be as brutally honest as I can be. I don't know if Nausicaa's is a spelling error on Snow White Lives Again's part, or if I'm fucking retarded, but I spent a good hour trying to figure out the correct pronunciation for that word, and I can't find a single one. Like, there's definitely a plethora of words in Russian and Japanese that I was able to find that are very similar to Nausicaa, but none of them had the correct spelling or the proper pronunciation, so that's where my head's at. I mean, don't expect me to try saying that fucking word again.
Am I on? Guys, I am getting sick and tired. What's nice for more on games. I'm gonna sacrifice my YouTube account to let them know what my account is. Let's see if they're supposed to talk shit under video comments or whatever.
Oh, come on, princess. Let's be honest. You're not sacrificing shit by making this video, because you barely get the views as it is, and on top of that, you've already shown your face prior to making this video on your channel. Might I remind you of impressing the babes with some heavy lifting?
Oh man, I'm showing those simps.
Oh fuck, that was sexy. Let's watch that shit again, but in slow motion. Holy shit, I need a cigarette. I haven't come that hard since I was a dirty little slut in high school when my uncle would sneak into my bedroom at night and start rubbing his fingers around my gooch. What the fuck were we talking about again?
So they want to spread lies that I am in a insane asylum and tied up. Does it look like I'm tied up?
No, but you look gay as fuck in that stupid ass cardigan.
Does it look like I'm in an insane asylum?
I mean, maybe a modern one?
Does it look like I'm tied up? Or does it look like I'm in my own room? In our house where me and my family live?
Hey asshole, I already answered your question about whether or not I thought you were tied up, as well as commented on how gay you look in that stupid ass cardigan. I will say though, sure, it's definitely believable that you live with your parents. I mean, come on, dude. That shit would explain a lot. And you give off the kind of vibes of someone who would refer to his parents as his roommates. But, you know, I can't definitively prove right at this moment that you're not in a loony bin. So I think the best thing we can do as a community is continue watching and see if he'll be able to provide some more credible evidence that he's not actually in the cuckoo's nest.
Didn't think so. Told you I can prove I'm not in an asylum.
Oh, I get it now. These questions you're asking are rhetorical, and you're attempting to use sarcasm as a means to appear tough, when in reality, you just look like a gigantic pussy. Whoops, my bad.
Yeah, your lies being debunked. Oh, let me guess, that's AI. Let me guess, that's not really me. Oh, see, I'm making arguments for you. Because you don't want to be trick pony, and what you gonna do? Oh, you're fat, oh, you're this, oh, you're that.
I mean, I'm not really a betting man, but if I were to place my bets, I would say that even a blind person could tell that is unfortunately what you look like. This video is 100% real, and there's just no way in hell AI is creating videos, exporting in 480p, and look like a 2001 Al Qaeda ransom video. Also, how fucking dare you refer to me as a one-trick pony? I am a goddamn stallion. And yeah, I might have called you fat once or twice in this video, but I know for a fact that I didn't just refer to you as fat or this and that. I commented on your massive fucking forehead. I referred to you as the Great Pumpkin when you were wearing that stupid ass orange shirt. I've called you mentally challenged 7 different kinds of ways. I have called you gay when you were wearing that cardigan. I made fun of the fact that you look like a registered sex offender, and I've also made fun of the way you talk. The only thing I don't think I actually made fun of you for is the fact that you're missing teeth on this side. So, I guess let me do that now. You've got so many gaps in your mouth that even pussy won't fill that void. And when you smile, it doesn't just scream stranger danger, but that you're celibate and not by choice.
Since you're so smart, I'm making your arguments for you. You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you. I know how much you enjoy being a sarcastic little cock tease by stroking my big, fat, narcissistic ego. But you know, we take the W's when we can, boys and gals. So I will definitely take the compliment of you referring to me as smart.
Yeah, I'm totally in asylum. Taken away, tied up, yeah. Cracked up, yeah. Not at home. Yeah, they're not my pencils. No. Not my sharpener. No.
Hey ChatGPT, can you have rubber pencils in an insane asylum? Yes. Specially designed flexible or rubber-like pens and pencils are used in mental health facilities, correctional facilities, and other controlled environments. I mean, that doesn't prove if whether or not he's not in an insane asylum.
How they get this in an insane asylum? Taste figure, or Sonic movie, or Sonic Prime movie.
Which is it, motherfucker? Sonic movie or Sonic Prime? Because there's no such thing as a Sonic Prime movie. And if you were a true Sonic fan, you would know it's a TV show on Netflix, not a movie. Dumbass.
Wait, there's more. Like, Eggman figurine from Sonic Prime. Can't have those in asylum.
Hey ChatGPT, can you have Sonic toys in an insane asylum? No, you generally cannot have Sonic toys or other action figures in a psychiatric hospital, often referred to as an insane asylum. Wow, who'd have thought that his greatest defense against the allegations of living in an insane asylum would be the Sonic toys and not that rubber pencil bullshit?
Sorry guys, broke the Matrix for you.
I'm not gonna lie, that Matrix line is pretty fucking funny, and that shit had me rolling on the ground when I first heard it, so good job, Snow White Lives Again. You truly are the greatest comedian.
Debunk that lie, once and for all, hopefully.
I mean, I debunked it myself already. Remember? I looked it up on ChatGPT, and it said, you can't have Sonic toys in an insane asylum, but you can have rubber pencils, so checkmate, motherfucker.
Yeah, totally in asylum, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, great. Well played, forum faggots. Yeah, you get debunked again. We can do this as many times as you like. Yeah, okay, have a nice day.
Listen, he said it himself. We can do this as many times as we want. So I would like to ask you, the audience, to please go to his channel and leave a comment under the video asking him to make more videos exactly like this, proving that he's not in an insane asylum, because that would be fucking hilarious and way more popular than any of the shitty movie maker commentary videos he's currently making on his channel. And how the fuck are you gonna call a bunch of people faggots and act like this 2 steps ahead evil genius like Lex fucking Luthor, but then end the video saying, have a nice day? I don't know if you're aware of this, Snow White Lives Again, but that one comment just made you look like the biggest beta cuck in the entire universe. And I don't see how the hell anyone can take you seriously when you're trying to be this I don't give a shit what people think about me kind of guy, but then you tell them to have a nice day like a fucking spineless ball sniffer. You gotta choose between being the sarcastic, charismatic asshole like myself, or you can continue being the bald little bitch that you currently are by telling people to have a nice day instead of telling them to go fuck themselves. By the way, go fuck yourself, you tank gremlin. Boys and gals, we finally reached the point in the video where I give my final thoughts on Snow White Lives Again. And all I can say is, fuck. I would not wish the amount of time consuming this dude's content on my worst enemy. And I know I like to joke around and say the whole reason behind this video is because I'm petty, but that's actually the furthest thing from the truth. Snow White Lives Again, while might get a couple views here and there on his videos, that doesn't mean he's not still a dangerous person, because he's actively harassing people online on a daily basis, spreading harmful lies with no actual evidence to back up his claims, and on top of that, he just says the dumbest shit imaginable. Just look at this dude's YouTube descriptions. This is just 3 examples, and he changes this to some cringy shit every fucking week. You think these are the words of a sane person? You think any normal person would make almost 200 videos dedicated to spreading lies and calling another creator a pedophile within the span of, I don't fucking know, 7 months? Clearly there is something wrong with this dude, and he's not mentally well, because his entire life is spent sitting behind a screen all day, making absurd claims and trolling people. But the real question left unanswered is, do I feel bad for making fun of this person and roasting the absolute shit out of them, even though they are a little special needs? Fuck no. Snow White Lives Again deserves to be put in his place, and even if people are afraid of him harassing them, I don't give a shit, nor do I regret a single thing I said in this video, because people like Jared Juggernaut or the other people this fucking troll decides to harass on a daily basis, they don't deserve it. Fuck you, Snow White Lives Again. And if you got the balls to make a video on me, I dare you to do it. Because you're not going to come close to making fun of me the way I've made fun of you, and you're just going to make yourself look even more stupid than you already currently are. I wish you nothing but the worst, and I hope that by making this video, it spreads awareness on how ignorant and stupid you are. Okay, now I'm done. The very last thing I want to say is, instead of the usual like, comment, subscribe bullshit that I hate saying at the end of all my videos, I would like to turn this negative situation into a positive one. So, a couple weeks ago, I stumbled across this smaller channel that goes by the name of Authors of War Gaming. The channel is run by two buddies that enjoy playing all sorts of video games together, from modern games to the classics, so if you are someone who enjoys those kinds of videos and want to show your support to a smaller creator that's actually deserving of your views and engagement, they go live almost every Friday night. They're really good guys, and I cannot recommend their channel enough. Also, they're from Jersey. You should always support your local neighbors. A link to their YouTube channel, as well as Jared Juggernaut's, will be listed in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed yourself, feel free to give this video a like, comment, subscribe, tell me to go fuck myself. Check me out on all my socials to stay updated on future projects, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.